moment to enter and to attack the box. Good dynamics, good combination, the right patient, the right aggressiveness of the ball. I think we did a fantastic match with a lot of intensity, with a desire to recover the ball really high up on the pitch. In the second half, I think we drop a little bit our standards. So definitely there are things that we need to work on, keep improving, and getting better every day if it's possible.
RTP.
Boa noite, André Castro Ribeiro, RTP. Mr. Farioli, I want to know, did you make the substitutions thinking about the next game, in this case against Sporting?
I made the substitution thinking about the game, to finish the game with 11 players, because I think in a game where you are 3-0 at home, shooting 20 times in the first half, and to have 3 yellow cards in the first half is a bit particular. So we had to manage a bit the situation. I was really worried that we were going to get a red card, so that's why I made the substitution.
Hi, Mr. Diogo Ribeiro, Bola na Rede. It is a trademark from the 3 first games of the season of Porto, the high and individualized pressure of Porto, that today even leads to the first goal. I'm asking you in a more theoretical way, what are the risks and the benefits of this way of defending in your idea of game? And what is the importance of the physical capacity of the players when operating it on the pitch?
Yeah. I think in all the way that you play football, I used to say that football is a matter of taste. So what you want to see, what you like, what you don't like, everything has risk and benefit. So there is no one way that is better than the other, because you can win football matches in all the styles that you want. After there is something that you like and something that you don't like. So what I like, and when I started to be coach, what I like, it was to have a team that is really aggressive, a team also that is quite chameleonic in the way that when is the moment to drop a few meters, is capable to drop a few meters. But in general, when we are in condition and when everything is okay, to be really aggressive in the opposite half and to try to go for the duels, to go for the challenge, to be brave, and to play with a certain spirit. And this one goes with the way of defending, but as well with the way of attacking. So everything is a bit combined, and this is a bit like the total package. About the physical condition, for me, is crucial. I believe that before to be football players needs to be great athletes, because in modern football, I think is very clear where football is going and where will go in the next years. So to have physicality, but as well to have the condition to express a certain rhythm, for me is a key, and the capacity to repeat action at really high intensity. Thank you.
Hi, Coach. Gaspar Castro, SIC Notícias. You've already mentioned the off-the-ball movement of your team, and very often people look at how players play with the ball and sort of overlook what they do without the ball. And I say this thinking of Luke de Jong. Didn't score, but he's very often looking to drag the defenders instead of asking for the ball and create space for everyone else. How important is that against teams that play in a low block and in a very compact way?
Look, I'm happy that you mentioned the game of De Jong, because today I believe he did a masterclass in many different things, in possession, to help us to be the link up, or to let's say create the conditions for us to find certain combinations. But defensively did an amazing game for 90 minutes, and I have in mind one picture that for me needs to be like, a stamp in our mind, because a player of 35 years old, 4-0 up, there is a moment that we lost the ball, and he made a sprint from the box to our box, and he recovered the ball, or like he get back to behind the line of the ball. and a player of, again, this age with 7-8 titles in his career that show this mentality, for me is really like a massive example and a fantastic lesson for a lot of young players.
Hi, Coach Samuel Santos, Mais Futebol. Any updates about Alberto Costa and Zaidu, please?
Both of them are fine. Alberto just had a cramp, and Zaidu, it was my decision to give minutes to Francisco.
0-0.
Hi, Coach. Andrea Araújo, 0-0. One of the main surprises, I guess we could say that, was the insertion of William Gomes in the starting 11 after Pepe's injury. After these 90 minutes, and after the game that William played, what's your opinion about the player?
Exactly the same of yesterday, in the way that he's a player that I think in all the friendly matches that we played and in the game of this season, he had always a fantastic impact, the majority of the time entering into the match. But I think today he proved that he can also start. I think I'm not the only one that loves his intensity, his spirit. When he goes to press, everybody leads the Dragao to a different level. And as I said, if we want to do something relevant here, I think the example of William, the example of Luke are two very good references for all of us.
Sport TV.
Hi, Francesco. What do you want to see more in the team improvement?
I will say to keep to stay in the game more. The second half, I think we lost a bit the structure on the ball. We missed the width, and this one generate a bit of, let's say, overload in areas where we didn't really want to overload. And when you start to lose the structure, after you start to lose all the passing lines or the patterns that we are used to have, and when this goes away, after is a domino effect in the opposite side. So there are, of course, things to improve. The way we play is really demanding physically, but as well mentally, because it's full of decision making. The players are really exposed to duels, contact constantly, to take decision under big pressure. So it's normal that there are moments of, let's say, a small flexion, but in general, I'm really grateful with the team and the players for what they are doing, and in the match day, but especially during the week.
Fechamos com o Portugal de novo.
In the sequence of a previous question, let me ask. It was a little a concern about the criteria of the referee. You talked about that. The question about the yellow cards. Do you consider it a not equal criteria on the referee in that case?
I spoke yesterday that I would like to avoid to speak about the referees, but after there are, let's say, I told you I was quite afraid about the dynamic. So when this goes and affect the decision that we have to take in the game, and also thinking about what is the next? If you go with this rhythm of card, I think by the 6th or the 7th week we will have already somebody suspended. When, to be honest, I think it's not really what we deserve.
Obrigado a todos. Boa noite.
As palavras de Francisco Farioli, o técnico do Futebol Clube do Porto, na sala de